Good evening. It's August 13th, 2025. Welcome to the Town of Carmel Town Board meeting. Tonight is a work session. We have 8 items on the agenda. Everyone, please rise and face the flag. Councilman Kearns, lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a moment of silence for our men and women in uniform fighting for our freedom overseas and for all our first responders who keep us safe every day. Thank you.
Thank you. I call this meeting to order, and I ask that the town board members please review the work session minutes from July 9th, 2025's meeting that our town clerk, Alice Daly, had provided to you. First up is Nina Kalmar, our Director of Recreation. Consider request for change orders number 2 and 3 for contract number C304. McDonough Park, no change, increase in contract, and temporary shoring and demolition of existing columns on the field. And Carl Stone, thank you so much for Weston and Sampson.
Okay. Happy to be here.
Good evening, Board.
Thank you.
Okay, so the first work session item is one of the items that I came up with, and we were looking at to see if we could change the overhead profit as well as remove one piece of equipment to the change order. Weston and Sampson was able to speak with Maruti, who's the contractor, and they were able to revise the proposal and remove the demo hammer as well as drop the overhead profit from 20% to 15%. So the new total for this change order would be $6,405.50. And with the removal of those 2 items and the changing of the percentage, we were able to save $578.50.
Are they aware that we're going to continuously ask to drop it to 15% instead of 20?
Well,
Yeah.
you've
By now?
You've set that precedent now, and they've accepted it.
Okay.
Their first change order didn't show that, but, yeah, we'll make.
Just moving forward so we don't have
we'll
to
always check that
wait
it's
another
15
week
they
and-
haven't bumped it. Yep.
Cool.
Perfect, thank you.
Absolutely.
And additionally, for the other contractors as well, if that is the standard, the 15%, then we will make
Yeah.
sure that they're aware of
I would like that to
moving
be
forward.
added. You could add that in the specs when this goes out to bid.
It often is.
Yeah, it often is. For some reason, ours isn't.
So, but typically do have it.
But going forward.
Going
Yep.
forward.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then the second one is amending contract 304 and 305.
Yes, so I spoke on this a few meetings ago, back in July, and Weston and Sampson is requesting to amend their current contract for C304 and C305. We wanted to bring it back to the board, again, to talk about the proposal with Carl here. Carl actually wrote up the proposal for us, and I think that it would be good to kind of go through things, see what the board was thinking, and get some clarification if needed.
Yeah, I think the board, we have to chat about this behind, maybe as a team and see what we can come up to, and maybe reach out to Carl. Maybe you could reach out to Carl tomorrow or the next day.
Sure. Do you have questions that you want him to justify, though, before?
Right, me, right now?
Maybe you have, did you
No,
have a
I want to go
question for-
through what you just provided us. I want to go through it, and maybe we can come up with some questions, and either myself or you can give him a call tomorrow, and we can discuss it.
Okay.
I don't have a problem. Anybody else?
I mean, I really don't
No,
know.
but if there's questions, then we'll have to
I mean, we're not voting on it right.
You're right, collectively, though. I
Yeah,
think we should go to-
collectively. We're not voting on it right now anyway, are we?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, we'll chat, and then if there's any,
That would be contractual.
yeah, it's
Right.
contractual. Yeah.
Okay.
If there's no questions, great, move forward. If there is, then Mike will reach out to Carl, and then we'll hash it out and move forward.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So the remaining resolutions or work session items are Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., Town Engineer. First up is a bond return for tax map 75.20-1-16. Hello,
Good evening,
Rich.
Board. Yes, on June 25th, the Planning Board passed a motion recommending a full bond return of $87,000 for the reference property, which is Veolia North America, Chateau Wells, and there's a fully executed bond application form and a memo that I had looked at in May, provided to the Planning Board recommending the bond return. Everything from the Planning Board has been, approved.
Anybody have a question about that? All right, and then 7513-1-6.
Similarly, this is on June 25th, the Planning Board passed a motion recommending a full bond return of $94,000 for Veolia North America, formerly Suez Water, for Geimer Wells. There's an executed bond application form and a memo supporting the fact that everything has been installed per the Planning Board's request.
And these are all this is carbon.
So yes, Veolia had, there was Forest Park water. Veolia Suez purchased it all from Forest Park. There's 11 of these water districts in the town of Carmel, and now it is owned by Veolia. And due to the PFOAs, they were proactive and put in these systems ahead of time, got the approval from the state, but when they started doing the work, they had to go to the Planning Board because a lot of these properties were a handshake, a wink, and a nod. You can enter these properties to do whatever. So they got all that, cleared up.
And they added structures, so they.
Then they've added these structures to capture and treat the PFOAs at these water systems.
So number 5 is acknowledge engineering repairs Carmel Sewer District number 2 and Water District number 3.
Yes, so these are emergencies that occurred at 1081 Stoneleigh Avenue on June 28th. Infomark, the operators of Sewer 2 notified the department of a sewer leak in front of 1081 Stoneleigh, which is Taco Bell in Carmel. Infomark operators Evans Septic and Cook Excavating worked approximately till 2 a.m. on the 28th and were unable to find the cause of the leak. They were back again on Sunday, June 29th. The sewage was leaking out of an unmapped valve where the bolts had rotted and the leak was occurring. The valve was part of a forced main, which is part of the collection system for up to 4 pump stations, which include Drewville, Houston Road North, Houston Road South, and Kelly Road. During the repair, Evans Septic was on site at the Houston Road South pump station, and the repair to haul sewage from the repair so that the repair could be completed. There are invoices from Cook and Evans Septic to make this repair. There are sufficient funds in Carmel Sewer Districts 2 budget to cover this expense. In Carmel Water 3, 86 Secor Road, excuse me, on July 4th, 2025, the operators of Water 3 notified the engineering department of a water leak at the referenced address. In order to repair the leak, 3 valves in the system needed to be closed so as to isolate the leak in the repair area. Upon investigation, Infomark determined that 2 of the valves needed to be repaired prior to addressing the leak. A third inline valve was determined not to be functioning and needed to be replaced. If the board may recall, I sent out 2 temporary shutdown notices on 7/11 and 7/18, advising residents of the work. The valve work was completed on 7/15 and 7/24, and the leak was repaired. It was determined to be a rotted corporation valve. There's an invoice from Cook Excavating to make the repair, and per their test, there are sufficient funds in the Water District 3 budget for this expense.
If there's no comments, then number 6, consider request to go to bid on C-297.
So this is, C-297 is the Swan Cove project. It's called the Downtown Mahopac Improvements. Woodard and Kearns is the process of finalizing this design for the reference project. The pricing for the project will exceed the GML threshold of $35,000, and we request authorization for the project to go out to public bid upon completion of the final design package. So this is just getting ahead of the game, so we don't have to get the final design package and then go, oh, wait, we got to get permission to do it. So just trying to be ahead of the game here.
Does anyone want to offer that?
Resolved, the town board of the town of Carmel hereby authorizes to authorize for bids for downtown Mahopac improvements project contract number C-297, and be it further resolved, the town engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., is to be furnished detailed specifications for the above to the town clerk Alice Daly, which are to be used in conjunction with the town's general bid conditions and specifications. And you're going to put in 15% for overhead and profit, correct?
Yeah,
right.
Woodard and Kearns doing the specs, but we can let them know that.
Yes.
Woodard and Kearns, that's for the contractors coming back
Yes.
and doing it.
I want to make sure that's in there. All right, I offer this resolution as read.
Could you take,
I will, you need to get a second yet?
Second.
Councilman Lugo? Councilman Lugo? Aye.
Aye. Sorry.
Councilman Kearns?
Yes.
Okay, Councilwoman
Everybody
McDonough
sees
is
that.
absent. Councilman Lombardi? Aye. Supervisor Cazzari?
yes,
Carries.
thank you for reading that.
No problem.
And then sand filters.
So this is Infomark. The operators of Sewer 4 have advised the engineering department that the HydroClear sand filters were not functioning correctly based on an inspection report by the manufacturer of these units. The department determined that having these units not functioning or out of service places the town in jeopardy of noncompliance with our Speedies permit. The projects were completed as part of the regulatory upgrade. I should have led with this, Frank, as you've always asked for, and were financed by New York City, so therefore 50% of this bill is being funded by the New York City DEP. There's a quote for $41,902.88 for this work, of which 50% the town will get reimbursed for. The equipment was installed in about 2006, so it's about 19 years old, and the expected life expectancy of the new equipment is about 20 years. There are sufficient funds in the budget for this. We request the board authorize the maintenance and upgrade of these units from Evoqua at a cost of $41,902.88, of which the town will only pay $20,951.44.
The district pays it.
Yeah, the district. The district would pay, not the town.
Yeah, the sewer district, yes.
Should be a Roosevelt back there, yeah.
There's another resolution, someone want to read it?
Yeah, unless, Mike, anybody that would read that, that would be nice.
Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel, acting as commissioners, Carmel Sewer District Number 4, and upon the recommendation of town engineer Richard J. Franzetti, P.E., and Carmel Sewer District Number 4 operator Infomark, LLC, hereby authorizes the purchase and installation of HydroClear sand filter units at the Carmel Water District Number 4 wastewater treatment plant for Evoqua Water Technologies as a sole source provider, and be it further resolved that the foregoing purchase and installation is hereby authorized at a cost not to exceed $41,902.88, and in accordance with the proposed date, June 19, 2025. And be it further resolved that the town supervisor, Michael Cazzari, is hereby authorized to execute all documentation necessary to accept the aforesaid proposal on the terms authorized herein, and be it further resolved that town comptroller Marion Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget transfers or modifications required to fund the cost of this authorization. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Roll call, Councilman Lugo?
Yes.
Councilman Kearns?
Yes.
Councilman McDonough is absent. Councilman Lombardi? Supervisor Cazzari?
Yes, thank you for reading that. And then your last item, before you make your announcement, is landfill monitoring proposal.
So as some of the board members may or may not be familiar with, so we have a landfill that was closed in 2007. It's inactive. We have to do monitoring. We do gas monitoring and groundwater monitoring. We also do maintenance on it. That's a different contract. So the monitoring has been done since that time. And so we have a proposal in front of you from Zion Environmental. It is required by state regulations. It's a proposal for pricing from 2026 to 2030 inclusive. The annual price is $9,000 a year for a 5-year total of $45,000. There's a whole write-up on why this is just, it's determined to be a professional service, and the board can authorize this as such without having to go out for a proposal or for any RFPs for it. This company has been doing it, Zion has been doing it, I don't know, since about 2010, give or take. So they've been doing it for a while. They provide our monthly, quarterly reports, annual reports. We put reports back out to the state once a year with them. So I'm just asking that the board approve this. We've approved it a bunch of times in the past.
Would you read that one?
Whereas Town Engineer Richard J. Franzetti has solicited proposals for the performance of landscape monitoring services to the Town of Carmel landfill, now therefore be resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby accepts the proposal of Zion Environmental LLC, Otisville, New York, for the performance of landscape and maintenance services for the Town of Carmel landfill for a 5-year term at an annual cost not to exceed $9,000. Be it further resolved that upon presentation of assurance certificates in form acceptable to Town Council, Town Supervisor Michael Cazzari is hereby authorized to execute any and all necessary documentation to formalize the acceptance of said proposal on the terms authorized herein. I offer this resolution.
Can we amend maintenance to monitoring in your motion?
Yeah.
Okay, and offer it again.
And before you vote on it, there was a mistake in that proposal. The dates listed for each one were 2021 or 2020 to 2025. It has to be 2026 to 2030. So I will, just ask that the proposal, when before the supervisor signs it or countersigns it, that I get the right information in there. That's all. It's
From Zion.
yeah, from Zion. Zion gave the wrong dates in there.
We got the motion.
They gave the right everything else, but the dates for the. So.
A second.
Second.
Roll call. Councilman Lugo.
Yes.
Councilman Kearns.
Yes.
Councilman McDonough is absent. Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Supervisor Cazzari.
Yes,
Great.
thank you. Rich, your announcement?
Right. So I thought I actually brought my temporary water restrictions. So I just wanted to remind the board and to remind the public, the folks that live in Carmel Water District 12, which is like Agra Lane, Jennifer Lane, Emily Lane, Tommy Court. We've instituted temporary water restrictions. The wells, due to this dry weather that we have, even though we've had crazy rain today, they're struggling, and we just ask that people don't water their lawns, wash their cars, or use any excessive water, or fill pools during the day. Just try to be cognizant of not using water. Hopefully, we'll get some rain, fill the wells back up, and we wouldn't have to worry about this much longer. We don't have to issue mandatory ones. So right now, they're temporary and voluntary. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Does anybody want to talk about recreation?
Yeah, I just had a quick question. Nina, for the new change order, are they going to send us over a new breakdown with the 15%? Because I think the one attached to this is still 20.
Yeah, I think it came in after the agenda was done. I think
Oh, okay.
there is one out there. And when we do it on the next voting meeting,
We'll have it.
we'll have that in the back.
All right, cool. Thank
It's out
you.
there.
Does anybody want to offer the building parks maintenance supervisor?
I will. This is a resolution appointing a building and grounds maintenance supervisor of the Town of Carmel Recreation and Parks Department. Resolved, the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints Joe Catone to the position of building and maintenance supervisor on a probationary basis, effective September 9th, 2025.
Provisional.
Provisional probationary.
Provisional.
Both.
Provisional and probation, okay. Effective September 9, 2025, subject to the provisions of civil service law and civil service rules and regulations at a CSEA Group 9, Step 3 salary level. I offer this resolution as well.
Is it the 8th?
The 8th is the Monday.
Yeah,
I thought that's what we said, right?
yeah. So
Second?
So, seconded as the 8th and modified with provisional.
Roll call, Councilman Lugo,
Absolutely.
Councilman Kearns,
I'm going to abstain.
Councilman McDonough is absent, Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Supervisor Cazzari.
Yes. Congratulations, Joe.
Congratulations, Joe.
So, public comment. Any resident or business owner, town-related business? Microphone's on. Okay. Can I get a motion to go to executive session to discuss? Oh, yes, that stuff. I didn't have any. You have
Yeah,
any?
I do. I've said this a million times. August 23rd, the Lake Mahopac Rotary Club is hosting our very first pizza and brew event. We have 5 pizzerias participating in Best Slice and Best Specialty Slice, and we have Mahopac Beverage coming with some selective beers for people to taste. I think we have 2 breweries also coming. The event is from 1 to 4, right here at Croton Falls Fire Station. That's going on, and yeah, that's really it. That's all I got.
I'm going to butcher this. Maybe Frank should announce this one.
Oh, at the church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Irish. I don't even want to attempt that.
He could do it in Italian, actually.
So on August 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, there's the Giglio of Mahopac, or D
Yeah, I would
Mahopac
have butchered
coming.
that.
Located, couldn't do it?
I was going to say Giglio.
No. Located in the parking lot behind St. John's the Evangelist Church. That's August 22nd from 5 to 11, August 23rd from 12 to 11, and the 24th, which is 11:30 to 9 p.m., which includes 11:30 is Mass, followed by the dancing of the Giglio with the Giglio Band, and music, food, ride, and games. So first annual, everybody should try and get out there.
Thanks, Frank.
You're welcome.
All
I
right.
have nothing else.
So get a motion to go to exec. It's only attorney-client privilege because we are missing one person, so we won't do any personnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So moved.
So second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Good night, everybody.